Howdy everybody, welcome back to another Less is More. Little stuff going on, actually a lot of stuff, so be prepared. Gonna cover quite a bit, because this is all gonna cover kind of the automation of our alvearies over here. Well, not really the automation, they're kind of automatic on their own, really, but as far as getting the materials for them. So what we have here to start, this is a really important part, and this is our string farm. This is where we're getting all our string. And believe it or not, it's pretty much all on demand. To show you just kind of how this runs, what we have here is just a single flax seed planted. You can either let it grow or it's going to grow when the bone meal hits it. This is a blue power deployer. Now, something I didn't mention, just be aware that this has to be hydrated the ground before you can plant this. You cannot plant this on dry ground. So once you hoe the dirt there, make sure you wait until it turns nice and dark before you try to plant a flax seed. So over here, like I said, we have a blue power deployer. And what this does is this takes our bone meal. And what we have is since I got a tier 5 skeleton spawner, I have all the bones I need, and those bones go down into a pulverizer, so I get 6 each of the bones. Because if you look at bone meal, if I can type it, bone meal here, you'll see that normally you get 3, but if you pulverize it, you get 6. Yeah, that's probably the best one is the pulverizer. So that pulverizer then feeds into this tesseract, and is then piped into the deployer. Here, I wanted to go with absolutely no power. There is a block breaker with blue power, but the damn thing will not hook up with the item ducts. It needs the tubes. If we look up tubes, it needs these tubes from blue power, the pneumatic tubes. And it's not like they're hard to make, they just don't jive with our system. So instead I found the train smasher from thermal expansion. Doesn't use any power, doesn't, just has configurable size and everything, just like most of the stuff do. And I did not use the autonomous activator here because that thing now requires power. Back in the day, it didn't require power, so unfortunately now it does. And over here I just have a nullifier to get rid of all the hemp seeds that come out of here. So they'll come down here and just get trashed, and then the item duct goes inside, and we'll take a look at that in a second. And what we have here is a BC transport structural pipe, and this is just really to hold the red wire is what this is. And that sends a red wire signal that tells this thing to it says if a red pipe signal is on, then redstone signal, and that shuts off our timer right here. And what that there on the inside, and like I said, just a second, we'll look at that. There's another gate that says if the inventory is full, send that signal so it will shut this off. So we don't just have this out here, this timer just running. So if we go inside, we look at quite a bit of machinery in here. All this is just to make these little darn it, frames. These aren't the best frames, but I don't have to mess around with trading with villagers and all that crap to get them. They're just seed oil. You can see the recipe here is 2 oak wood makes 2 impregnated sticks. That's really expensive, kind of bullshit. I'd rather see it just use sticks. I mean, it's not like it isn't enough problem, but I've got this filled up so I don't just fill this all up with wood. I was using the wood from our 2 wood farms over there, but it was actually draining them down because I was making so many of these things. You can see there's 3,194. That's probably not a good idea. We'll let these all run out. That's why it's shut off right now. I'm going to let these all run out, and then I'm just going to put a chest here, keep a couple of stacks in, because I'm not going to make too many of these things. Maybe 4 more, and that's it. I did have string up here where this chest is, and it read it for a while, and then it just stopped reading it, and it never turned the string back on. So that's when I put a chest up here, and you can see it's kind of full, but when this gets empty, it will kick this back on. But just this right here. And what we have down here is our autocrafting table. It pulls string out of here, but the string would come down faster than the impregnated sticks were made, and it was filling this all up with string. So that's what this other little structural pipe is for. What we have here is this saying red pipe signal on. No, this one's the yeah, this one's saying if there's items in the inventory. Yeah, items in the inventory string, red pipe signal on. So what this is doing is when string is in here, it turns on that red pipe signal, and this comes up here and turns a redstone signal on, which shuts off this servo. So no more string gets down in there. So what will happen is since the servo's on 4, about 4, 5, 6 will get pumped down in there, and then it'll shut off again. So it never overfills. This isn't a problem. The string is not a problem. It's the sticks are a problem. Because this will work really, really fast if I turn it back on, and it'll drain all these sticks out. But the string, if I leave it alone, it will just fill it up. So that's why we have this here. Again, items in the inventory, I specified string and then a red pipe signal. So as soon as it sees your string in there, it shuts off that servo again. But it's quick enough that it'll get a few in there and keep it from overflowing. This is just seed oil, comes over from our tanks that are being made in the seed oil is being made from our chestnuts over in the refinery, and then it's all coming over here. And right now I'm just using the wood that was left over from the old wood farm. No, well, same wood farm, just different type of wood that I had left over, and it's used quite a bit to make those 3,000 some odd frames. I think it was like 159,000 that were in there, so you can see it's used quite a bit to generate those, because I mean it's 2 logs each, and you need 8. I'm not gonna do that math in my head. I ain't that smart, man, especially not this late at night. And over here is just where I'm making the Senate paneling. You need 8 of those, and the impregnated casing to the impregnated casing I haven't moved over here. It's actually back over there in a pyramid. We should probably go to sleep. We'll just kill them if they come over here. So the impregnated casing and then 8 of these makes one alveary block, and you need 27 to make an alveary. Plus you need a top. Oops, wrong one. You need these. Well, it doesn't have to be dark oak slabs. It can be any slab, wooden slab on top. That's why you can see the 2 different colors, and that makes the multi-block. Now over here I just moved all of our I added 2 more centrifuges just to deal with all the combs. It comes over here and it goes into its own little cache. This takes a little bit of tweaking because okay, why do I have a damn diamond princess in here? What did I do wrong? I bet you it's this, no, I bet you it's this one right here. This is the last one I did. Yep. Now why did you go in there? It should be right. I don't know why you would go in there. Let's just do that, so just in case it's different. Now what this is this is a vacuum item duct. That's why it's green. That's why these are green. That means it's a shorter path. So when it comes out of here, this should be the first place it's allowed to go. And since I'm telling it this is a filter saying just let these bees in here, that should be going in here. And then this pumps everything out, and it goes over here to this tesseract, which is just our combs. We've had that one for quite a while. And that goes back over here. We have another tesseract here that does frames. It pulls frames from, oh shit, here they come. Yep. Yeah, we probably should have slept. Go away. I see you coming. Clear them out real quick. I hear a slime. Yeah, I do. Oh, I see you, spider. Okay. Another one. So these are the 4 alvearies that we've got. Yeah, that's why I don't film at night. We probably should run over and sleep real quick. I don't even have a bed over here. I miss the sleeping bag. I'm telling you, this has been a kind of an eye-opener for me. The next pack, there's going to be certain things that have to be in there. That's kind of why I wish people would make like one item mods. Like I would like to have the digital miner, but not the rest of that mod. Just the digital miner. That would be cool. And like maybe just a sleeping bag, and maybe just an item that gives infinite water, but not the rest of it. You know what I mean? So hopefully, just like an all a la carte kind of mod system. Like just pick what you want. Just you want that? Okay, you can have that. Now up top, just talking about. Let's go. Shit. Okay, let's try to get out the door here. Damn. Okay, I don't like this multi-shot. I think I'm gonna take that off this bow. He shoots out like a shotgun blast of arrows, if you can see that. Not sure if that's too cool. The latest bee that I got that is going to help us out is the embittered drone. I went ahead and bred a whole bunch of them up so I can make more queens. Look how many diamonds I forgot. I've actually taken where is it? Yeah, this one right here is kind of what I put on them after I breed them up, and I set the fertility to 1 so I don't get any extras once they're in production. Like, so the production bees only, they just cycle. They don't ever produce any more offspring than the 1 drone they need to make a queen, which is nice. That way I don't have a whole bunch of mess to deal with. But that embittered drone, I am not kidding you, took me probably 2 hours in the nether of looking around trying to find one. They're really hard to see because they're the same damn color as nether rack. And but while I was there, I did get a zombie pigman tier 5 spawner from just I was just killing everyone I saw. You know, I'd fly around, and I'd see a group of them, and I'd jump down there real quick and kill them. And wound up with a tier 5 zombie or pigman. So they're running right now making some gold for me, because these alvearies all need gold for the frame housing. So you can see they're in there dropping. It's just a drop trap. I've got skeleton up there, an enderman, and zombie pigman. So they're just falling. That's gonna suck. You come into in existence and you just drop to your death. So you get all of like 1 or 2 seconds to. This sucks. You bite me. Damn it. That would be a rude awakening. So we're definitely. I don't know how many of these things I'm gonna actually run. I do have all these up here, but like I said, these each, when they're in, see, that's not right. If I look at it, okay, let me open it up. See, 94.6 RF a tick for this, and this is a full production. This is the max upgraded production that you can put on one of these industrial apiaries. That's a lot of power, and right now I'm running off of charcoal. I had everything running. I was in full production over there before I shut it off, and then these were all running at full because I had max upgrades in every one of these. There were the 4 diamonds and an industrial and an imperial. they were all running. Of course, the seed oil was being produced over in the refinery, and it was constantly running to make the seeds. Now, thankfully, there's no power in the flax farm. That is completely powerless. It uses no RF, no power. It's just that timer is really the only power. So you use redstone power, I guess. And it just, I was actually losing charcoal for the first time. It was using so much power. Every time I would come in, and because I was doing a lot of flying around, so I'd come in there and I'd be down to about maybe 85% or something, and I go in there and it would be lower than it was when I went in there before. So what I've been done that for a while now. What I do is I put a sign up with the current amount of charcoal that's in there, and then when I come back later, I look at it and see like what it is. So I can see from the last time I looked at it, it's gone up 2,000. So we're back in a gain again. It probably helps. Yeah, this is actually a lot better. All these were zeroed out. Every one of these and about half of these were all zeroed out for just constant. And when I put my chest plate, or especially the chest plate, in the energetic infuser, it literally turns on every single one of these at full power. It drains the power out of every single one of these buffers. So it's pulling out 40,000 RF immediately from every one of these, and then they're ramped up to full power. Now, and that's with, like I was saying before, I put these upgrades in every single one of my dynamos, every single one, whether it's the compression or the steam or the magmatics. They've all got those in there just to give a little bit better efficiency, and we can make stuff a little bit easier now. This is nice, but sometimes it just glitches out, and it does weird things to the thermal expansion stuff. The controls just aren't there, and this flux infused armor is in there. A dynamo is the chest plate, and if you do, I guess if you make different pieces, you can eventually get a whole set. Because I know the Train Smasher, when I made it, actually had the legs in there. So I didn't figure it would do the same thing as the dynamo, but yeah, it did. I was like, damn it. But with the Machinist Workbench, if you've never seen this before, this is also from thermal expansion. You can come in here and put a recipe in, and then with one of these little schematics, which is just 2 pieces of paper and a lapis, you click this little button right here that says no recipe, and it will save that to that schematic. And then you can just come in here, choose the one you want, and then load it. And if the equipment's in here, you can just pull it out. If you want to pull a stack out, you can pull a stack out. So like, it's very quick to make these compression dynamos. Like, I know I need one of those, and I know I need 2 of these, and I can come over here and say, give me a dynamo. So it's pretty quick. You don't need this. You can just shift in a recipe, but be aware that a lot of times it will, if there's multiple options, like 4 different colors of glass, it's going to show that in this window right here. It may have red, green, and white or clear glass. You can just come up here with like a piece of glass and then change that out and set it right before you save the schematic. So that's pretty cool. I like that thing. That's that's the highest level one. That's the resonant. The lowest level only has 3 slots instead of all these. Cool. So we're really moving along, I think. I think I'm going to have to address the power. I need the ability to have massive amounts of power, because I just can't use these and turn on, because I was making some more the redstone crystals. The redstone crystals is when I went into negative. To be honest, I was making 2 redstone crystals because I figured, okay, well, doing this frame thing, I'm going to run out of wood. Even with 148,000, as quick as it's dropping, I'm going to run out of wood. So what I'll do is, instead of making another forestry farm, I would do a robot farm. I really like these guys. I like watching them go around and do their stuff. And the lumberjack one's pretty cool. You just have to supply them with an axe. But we can do just, have it sit there and make stone axes for it. Oh, I need a little drink there. Mouth's dry tonight for some reason. And another thing I was thinking about is we need a name for subscribers is what we need. We need to, there's all these guys that have, Buttman's Army and stuff like that. So we need a name. We need a name. I'm pretty sure we need a name. So that's up for a vote. If you got any ideas, leave a comment. Send it to me over on Twitter. Don't private message me. I don't ever check those, and most of those end up in the possible spam folder anyways. So just comment or put it on Twitter, something like that, and I'll see it. So it's definitely coming along. The next building I need to get creating on is I need an actual power plant, like a real power plant, and I'm just kind of hashing around ideas for what I want it to look like. I know I want it to be of course I want it to look cool, but I want it to look like a working power plant. So even though I said in a previous video I wasn't going to go with Railcraft steam engine, I might, just to kind of really give it that industrial look. So I don't know. I'm going to mess around and keep playing with that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're messing around with Flax or bees or any of that stuff, I hope that little setup over there will help you out. And don't forget to rate the video and subscribe if you haven't, because that's really the best way to know when I put out a video. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter too now, since I finally joined the 20th century. Oh, wait, sorry, we're in the 21st century now. Then I guess you'll know there now also. So guys, I appreciate you coming by. Until next time, I will see y'all later.